So this is an installation we did last week, and it was a 4-panel 600 watts bifacial panels. These are mono panels. The bifacial panel, there's cells at the front and at the back. That's why it's called bifacial panels. So there's just 4 of them because the client said they needed just a backup system. So we're hanging the panels already. This was a 2-story building. We had to use scaffold. That's one of our team member, the engineer himself. So we already hung the 4 of them. We connected the 4 of them in series because it was an hybrid inverter. We connected the 4 panels, the 4 600 watts in series. So we're using ITEL inverter and ITEL battery. I like using same product for the inverter and battery, so that they can easily and effectively communicate properly. So it's a 4 kVA inverter and a 2.5 kilowatts battery, a lithium battery. We're already doing the connection. We have, you can see for the breakers, we have a voltage current regulator, we have a DC breaker, we have AC breaker, and we have also the AC breaker for the input. So we use 1 pole AC breaker for the input, then we use double pole for the rest of them. Then we use a DC surge. That green thing you see there is the DC surge. We're trying to do the connection. And one of the reasons why I like this ITEL inverter, this particular inverter has 2 outputs, the main load and the subsidiary load. So it's actually a good inverter, and I actually recommend it. So for this system, we just use only the one of the outputs, the L1 and N1, which is the live and the neutral for the first output. And this 4 kVA inverter can handle up to 9 600 watts panels.
You don't see ITEL to ITEL
using and how fast you
want the battery
to
get
charge.
Then the one with the good inverter. Material I see for them.
How much?
But no one the right ITEL put.
Or she has.
Which of them I could use?
So we already mounted the battery, mounted the inverter.
The communication cable.
So we are trying to make the work look.
The BMS is but BMS cable, so not be black now. This one we follow this one ash color. AP. Yes. This one can't get the battery on the with the right ITEL. The one that is going to the inverter.
Cables.
Is steering here.
To ensure an effective connection. So I was actually doing the configuration here at this point. This inverter, you can, because of the Wi-Fi stick that is attached to it, you can actually monitor it with your Airtel app. With your ITEL app connected with your router, any kind of router you are using. So you're trying to configure the BMS. After connecting the port, you don't have to do the configuration normal setting. Set the BMS, set it to lithium battery, and so that the inverter can be able to see the battery. So the reason why it was flagging error at this point was because I've set it to lithium, but I've not actually done the communication. I've not changed the communication port. But at this point, the lithium was working fine. The BMS was communicating, so it started flagging that error. So that's the Wi-Fi stick. The other port is the port for the communication to the battery. So that was how this inverter was completed. We powered the house. It was already late. Thank you. Call the number on your screen when you want a beautiful system like this. Stay tuned to our channel to learn more.